Assalamu alaikum children, and welcome to another episode of the Butterfly Corner on Hilaal TV. My name is Samira and I'll be keeping you company every single day. Have you been watching our special broadcast? Have we visited your school yet? If not, why not? Haven't you sent us a message on our special number? Do you remember the number? Let's say it together. 082 641 5789. Children, this is our special time where we get to learn the fun way. Let's learn about Allah and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let's dream about Jannah and find ways to make Allah happy. Kids, let's start off with the story today. I'm so excited. It's from one of my favorite books. Would you like to listen to the story? Come on, let's read it together. This story is called Do Not Trespass. Little Uwais was walking home one afternoon. He had reached the street behind his home. How nice it would be, he thought to himself, if I could enter the neighbor's yard, scale the wall, and jump into my backyard. It would save me from trying to walk past 7 long houses and walking all the way around. Children, do you think little Uwais should do that? Instead of walking all the way around, just jump over into the neighbor's yard and then over into his yard. Let's see what he does. Little Uwais knew it wasn't right to enter someone's property without permission, but he decided to do it anyway. He was feeling tired. His feet were getting sore. He was wearing new shoes that his mummy had bought for him. His feet were aching. He was still getting used to them. He unlatched the neighbor's gate and saw a sign that said, "Do not trespass. Beware of the dog." But he didn't worry. He knew the dog would be chained during the day, so hopefully he would be safe, I guess. As he reached the wall separating his neighbor's yard from his own, he heard the dog barking. Immediately, he recited a dua for protection. He then turned. He looked left, he looked right, looking for the dog's bark. And lo and behold, today, the dog wasn't chained. Oh no! It was racing right towards him. As quick as lightning, he scaled up the wall. But before he could kick his shoe free and get up properly, the dog had bitten onto his shoe and refused to let go. He tried to pull it from the little dog's mouth, but that dog didn't want to let go. Finally, Uwais decided to kick the shoe off, stay free, and jump to safety. The dog barked and barked and barked at Uwais as he climbed over the wall. And then, after a few moments, it was silent. A while later, Uwais jumped onto a crate to peep and see if he could get his shoe back. He saw it lying a few meters away from the wall, but it was no use. The dog had bitten the shoe and torn it apart. Oh no! What was Mummy going to say? This was his brand new shoe. On seeing the coast was clear, he quickly took Daddy's fishing rod, fished out the shoe from his neighbor's yard. And then he thought to himself, "Uh-oh, I'm going to be in big trouble." As expected, Mummy was really annoyed. She had spent so much on such an expensive shoe, just for the dog to tear it apart and chew. He tried to explain to his mummy what had happened, but she was not interested. At least he told her the truth. Uwais said to his mummy, "I know you're going to find it hard to believe, but I have to tell you the whole story." "Mummy, Mummy was very upset, but after Uwais told her the whole incident, she was happy that he was safe. She shouted at him for trespassing in the neighbor's yard and for ignoring the warning too. But she thanked Allah quietly that he didn't get bitten instead. Later on, Mummy took his shoe to a cobbler to fix. Uwais had to wear it until it became tight for him. After that, he knew better than to trespass in anybody's yard ever again. Children, do you ever go into the neighbor's yard when no one's looking? Do you ever go to someone else's home without them being there? Remember, today the story was about the dog being there to protect the home. But always remember, even if there's no dog, even if there's nobody at home, Allah is always watching. So do the right thing and be careful. Stay away from someone else's yard and don't ever trespass ever again. I learned a lot from the story and I hope you did too. Come on, let's go for a quick break and get all our arts and crafts. Today, I want to do a beautiful painting. Don't you? I love doing arts and crafts and I love getting all the pictures from you. I love it when you message me and send me photos of the wonderful things you've created. So without further ado, quickly, let's go get our art supplies and we can have some fun too. Stay tuned. Welcome back, children. Look, children, I have all my arts and crafts supplies. But today, we're going to be making Q-tip or earbud flowers. Do you know how to make Q-tip or earbud flowers? For it, all we need is some Q-tips or earbuds, some craft paper. You can use any paper you like. You can use craft paper, recycled paper. You can even use scrap paper or lined paper. I'm going to use plain white paper for today's activity. And you're going to need some paint. These can be water paints, craft paints like what I have, or even acrylic if you want to turn this into a beautiful canvas. Children, I'd love to see your finished product. Don't forget, before you finish, take a picture and send it to me. Do you remember the number? Come on, let's say it together. 082 641 5789. Children, would you like to start doing your Q-tip or earbud flowers with me? Let's do it together. But before we start any arts and crafts, what do? That's right, we have to say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim and take the name of Allah. Let's take the name of Allah and let's begin. Bismillah. The first thing I'm going to do is take my Q-tip or my earbud and make some green stems. Now to make the green stems, it's going to be super easy. Come on, let's do it together. We're going to dip it into the paint and draw little lines from the top to the bottom, just like that. Let's do it on the other side now. I'm going to make 3. How many are you going to do? Is yours going to be a big bouquet or a tiny little one? Whatever you do, remember, it's not about how perfect you can get them, but instead how much fun you have in making them, inshallah. Remember, we do arts and crafts to boost our creativity, to let it flow, and most importantly, to have fun, of course, inshallah. Let's go on with our flowers. The next thing I'm going to do is to dip the other side into yellow. Now remember, the middle of the flower where the pollen is generally yellow. But because it's not a real flower, you can make it any color you like. I'm going to make mine yellow. I want to see what color yours is, inshallah. And I'm going to make a little dot and color it in Just like that. Let's make another one. Dip it into your paint and make a little circle and color it in just like that. I know it's not looking like a flower just yet, but don't worry, we'll get there inshallah. And just like that, we make our little circle. I'm going to leave this one on the side now, and I'm going to take another one. Let's do it with another Q-tip or earbud. I think we should make the first flower purple. What do you think? I'm going to dip it into the purple paint and make a dot, just like that. Come on, do it with me. A dot and a dot and another dot and another, all the way around. I'm going to do one more layer of dots, just like that. Isn't that fun? We can use our earbuds to make little dots. And look, children, isn't that a beautiful flower? I love how it came out. I want to make another one. I think I'm going to make a pink one. Let's dip it in our paint and make little dots. Let's make our little dots just like that. But wait, children, don't forget, when we're doing arts and crafts, if we want a gigantic reward from Allah, what do we have to do? That's right, we have to make the dhikr of Allah. So while we're making our little dots, let's say Subhanallah. I'm going to dip it into my paint, and with every dot, I'm going to say Subhanallah. Subhanallah, Subhanallah, Subhanallah. Subhanallah, Subhanallah, Subhanallah. Subhanallah, Subhanallah, Subhanallah. Look, children, I made a cute little flower. I want to make one more now. What color should I make it? I know, let's make it blue. Let's grab it over here, open up the blue paint, and let's take our earbud and make blue little dots. What zikr should we make now? I think we should say, La ilaha illallah. Come on, let's do it together. La ilaha illallah. 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 And just like that, with every little dot, you are getting a giant reward from Allah. Now I can go on and on and on, making these beautiful flowers with these beautiful little dots. How easy was that? I think the only thing missing from our bouquet of flowers is a little bow on top. What do you think? Let's do a little bow. I'm going to use the same extra bit. Don't forget to use the clean side. And I think we should make a red bow, inshallah. So we're going to use our Q-tip or our earbud and dip it into our paint as we did the little dots to make our bow. While we're drawing our little bow, let's say Astaghfirullah. 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 It looks like little leaves, doesn't it? I'm going to do 2 little twirlies on the side, and this will be our bow. Just like that. Look how wonderful that looks, Alhamdulillah. Look, children, doesn't that look amazing? I love how it turned out. And guess what? With every dot, we got the reward for making the dhikr of Allah. Children, did you have fun doing this arts and crafts activity with us? Remember, if you couldn't do it today because you didn't have some paint at home, you can make your own using corn flour, water, and food coloring. Try it and have some fun. And don't forget to send me pictures. I'd love to see it. But unfortunately, we've run out of time. Don't worry, we'll be back again soon. Don't forget to send me pictures. I love to hear from you. Until next time, fi amanillah, ma'as salama.